Welcome to a modern tiny home build. Hey everyone, let's make a modern tiny home. Haven't made a tiny home in a while, so today I feel like made a tiny home and I wanted you to join me in the build of this home. If you have watched the newest collab video, the Building Bonds collab, I did something I haven't done before. So before I built this and my collab build, I got the good old pencil and book and I drawed a rough sketch of this build. So let's talk about this build. So with this build, I wanted to have various different level of the roofs and large overhangs on the roof. So now you can see the shape and look. I was going for this build. What do you think it looks so far? I stopped record for a while, so I could pick the color and wallpapers I wanted to use on the exterior of the build. I can't lie, but this took me a while. Now moving on to the front garden area of the build. Fencing in The Sims is one item I hate. I really don't like the look of a big square box around my build, so I always just add little parts of fencing. Now moving on to the interior of the build. The floor plan of this tiny house actually works great. I first wanted to add lot the wallpaper to the rooms. What do you do, build the room or add the wallpapers first? Okay, so the living area. I didn't know what to put in this little corner. So I first thought of a shelf, but as the build goes, I did change this to where the fridge is. As you can see, I am now struggling to find a pulse of the fridge with the little sitting living area. I wanted to add a fireplace as I did add chimney in the exterior of the build, if you can remember. Now my fob part of building, adding all the little clutter and finishing touches to the build. As I finished cluttering this build, I was to tell you this little thing. So I am editing this in my college library. As I was trying to find a good seat to sit in, I see a girl going The Sims and not going college work, like a true summer would. I thought that was funny, so back to the build. Moving on to the little entranceway, hallway to the build. This is a bit of wasted space, but I like a little entranceway. Probably should and could have added a little desk area into the room, but you will see later why I did do that. Now the bedroom of the tiny home. Please tell me, am I weird or do you build your room first using the face-down camera or am I just a weirdo? Aha. But back to the build. This is the only bedroom in the tiny house and the angled wall really put me off as looking back at this room. It is not the better. How would you redesign this room? Now the last room in the tiny house. At the start I was going to make this a bedroom. That is what I had tea in my little sketch. But as I seen how small the room is, it was too small a bedroom. I going to make it a baby room. But in the end I made this the office. If you use this build, please feel free to change and use it the way you want to. And that is us finished with the building and decorating of this little cute modern tiny house. I will now leave you in peace to watching the final shots of the build. Thank you for watching and hope you enjoy this video of making this little tiny house together.